It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're getting set for an AFC North matchup as we join you from First Energy Stadium.
I don't know which team has the better tight end, but I do know that could very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Browns set at the line. Dime package. The Ravens from the 27. They'll run it here. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
The Browns defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. And they tackle the runner for a loss.
The Ravens take it from the 23. Brings it into his body. Tackled down at the 47.
Sometimes they tell the receiver just to go long, run a fly route, run a 9 route because that means straight ahead or a streak. Show the speed that you have and get it done.
The Ravens decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
Got a flag. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
The Ravens take it from the 43. They're going to run it on the toss. Fights through that hit early in this game, Phil, and already on the other side of the midfield stripe.
Nice job by the offense here. Good play calling too, Jim. Mixing up the plays. The defense is off guard right now, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
The Browns with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
2nd down and 9.
Gets it out for the completion.
And that picks up 3.
Here's a look at the Ravens offense. A lot of people thought coming into the year this would be one of the best rushing attacks in the league, but it's been very average to date.
It's 3rd down coming up.
The Ravens come to the line with an empty backfield. Allen Robinson with the catch. Gains 12.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a 1st down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
At the 31, here we go. The Browns defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. First down at the 31. Handoff made. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 1. And now we'll take a look at the Browns defensive lineup. This is a defense that has given up so much yardage. We ought to be talking about mileage instead of yardage. It's now 2nd down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. It's a grab by Perriman. Gains 17.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Let's go.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion.
Let's go.
They'll go ground. Picks up 8 here.
The Ravens have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
From the shotgun. What a first series. Touchdown. Phil, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Press coverage all the way.
The D-line now shifted into a spread look. They are getting ready to rush that quarterback.
1st down at the 24. Coleman's taking the handoff. Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Coleman's going to secure the handoff. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a 1st down. That's nice.
The Ravens come out in a dime package. 1st down at the 36. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. After the catch, it's now 2nd down and 1.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
The give. Now makes the move to the right. Now that we've got a moment, let's look at the Browns offense. This is one of the better offensive units we've seen in the NFL in years. The Browns with a 3rd down play coming up and hoping to improve in this category versus a week ago. The Browns will take the snap from the 45. And a flag is down. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
3rd and 11 after the penalty.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
The Browns still driving as the second quarter gets underway. Third and 11 after the penalty.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Intercepted!
We've got a tight one early in the second quarter, and now the offense will look to build on the lead coming off the interception.
Yeah, you know, it was a good job by the defense, taking nothing away from them. But what was the quarterback?
The Ravens now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 7-0. First down at the 46.
Knocked down as he fires it. Here we have second down.
The Ravens lined up. Everybody split out wide.
The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
He's wide open for the grab. Just 25 yards to pay dirt.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Handoff. He runs with it right up the gut. Hill's in on the tackle.
Running backs in the NFL now, it's hard to bring them down. That time, nice job of breaking the tackle.
From the red zone. The Ravens come out and a bunch set. Out of the shotgun formation. It's Jalen Strong with the catch.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Breaking huddle at the 6.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Let's go.
First and goal.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
Reed makes the tackle.
The Ravens, like a lot of teams in the NFL, once again in the red zone, they would love to run the football in there and score that way. Well, that time they run it, and they get very little out of it. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
The line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. Third and goal at the 2.
The Ravens brings it in for the score in the end zone.
They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Browns just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 28. Coleman's going to take the handoff now.
And the tackle is made at the 41.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down coming up. The Ravens with a nickel look here on defense. Halfway through the second quarter. John Brown has the catch. He'll pick up 7 this time.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
2nd and 4 coming up. The Browns at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The play clock's running down.
Has his man.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
This next play coming from the 47-yard line.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
First down at the 47.
Looking to go down the field here, and it's batted down.
What a good job by the defensive back that time. That ball was thrown beautifully down the field. High arcing throw, but the defensive back in great position knocks it down.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. The Ravens will come out in the dime. Luck will take the snap from the gun. Diving grab. They give him the catch. That's reception number 2 for him.
I love seeing the post route against defenses that are up there being aggressive, trying to stop the run. You go down the field. How about that? Stick that foot into the ground, make that break at 10 yards, and run right down the middle of the field on that post route.
Now inside the 30 at the 29.
Coleman's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The Browns have it at the 29.
They run the counter play.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. It's Luck out of the pistol. The Browns snap it at the 31. Luck gonna try to scramble now. Very nearly intercepted.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Now looking at 3rd down. Mason, the lone setback this time. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
48-yard field goal try on the way. Puts it through the upright. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
The Ravens return team is ready. And this will be a fair catch. It'll be a touchback. The Ravens really have this offense cranking. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense, screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
The Ravens line up, split backfield. First down at the 20. He'll throw it over the middle. The catch is made by Strong. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers.
Get ready.
First down at the 45. Looking long. It's intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Browns put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on third down. Just not a good play on third down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points.
Looking long. Second down following that incompletion. The Ravens defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. It's caught by Green. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. The Browns call a timeout. Their first. The Browns take it from the 38. Coleman's out there to receive the screen pass. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Here's Brown. The Browns elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap. First down here. Heaving it down the field. Pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Ravens will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
The corners retreating. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Get ready.
From the gun. Launches it down the field. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Second and 10 coming up. The Browns go with the dime formation here on defense. They'll go shotgun here. Down the field. And they can't connect.
Defense, play the situation. It's 3rd and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the first down. Keep it in front of you, and then let them catch it and come up and make the tackle.
On the way, 3rd down. Corners are backing off here.
Takes it from the gun. Going for the home run. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Browns offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
Man, they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right. They're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
They'll mark him at the 22. That'll bring us to the end of the second quarter here off the banks of Lake Erie, and we'll be back following the break for the start of the second half. With this kick, the second half is underway. Luck will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback. The Browns offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Phil, as no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays.
The second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. The Ravens lined up in the nickel. Luck's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. And intercepted. Ravens in for the score.
When a defense intercepts a pass like that and scores a touchdown, boy, does that give them hope. Gives them a lot of confidence. They really get the momentum on their side, and it's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that play.
An extra point is good. The Ravens now getting ready to kick it away. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Browns will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Well, it's not quite a first down, but a good read, good throw, good catch. Oh, a lot of good there, isn't it, Jim? But nice job by the offense. Now they got second and short. Look out. Who knows what the next play is going to be?
Luck set in the pistol. The Browns take it from the 28. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Browns lined up, bunch formation.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Green's going to pull in the bullet pass. First down at the 42. Luck throwing it long. Incomplete.
They went for the home run ball there, Phil, but just could not make the play.
Yeah, you want to do this. You always want to throw the football deep at least 4 or 5 times a game because you want to make the defensive backs uncomfortable. If you let them get comfortable, they'll start jumping those short ones. These guys won't do that anymore now.
It's an empty backfield for Luck this time. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Should have had it.
Well, but it's 3rd and long. I just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
This is 3rd down. Luck's alone in the backfield. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. With 2 hands, he has it. 3rd catch today so far.
The percentages of picking up a first down in a 3rd and long situation like this are very low in the NFL. But how about that play on the offensive side? Good job. Really good first down. That should give them a lift.
Andrew Luck will be taking this one from the gun.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Ladarius Green comes away with the catch.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
Coming to the line at the 24.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Luck standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Intercepted. There have been many mistakes for this offensive unit through the first 3 quarters, and now they add an interception to the list.
Yeah, you make all these mistakes during a football game, you're going to lose confidence, and that's what we see right now on the offensive side. No confidence. Go back to the basics. Start all over again. That's the best thing you can do.
After running it, it's 2nd down. They bring in the extra tight end.
Let's go.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
Allen Robinson has the reception. So they get the reception, but it's not enough to move the chains. 3rd down coming up. The Ravens have to get to the 17-yard line for a first down. Snap it out of the gun. Almost intercepted.
What a job by the defender that time, reading the quarterback and the receiver and being in position to knock that football away. That is really well played. That's a clinic. Put that on the highlight film and show guys how to do it.
Picked up a couple that time.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The Browns, and I have to wonder, where are they going to be mentally after that last drive when they were moving the football only to give it away on an interception? How are they going to be out there on this possession?
Well, I think it's tough. I really do, Jim. You know, nowadays, quarterbacks, it seems like all we judge them on, do they throw interceptions or not? And once you throw one, it's out there. You've got to get over that mental block, and you've got to keep playing hard and aggressive football. That's the only way you can have success.
The Browns will use a timeout here early in the second half. Press coverage all the way. Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. And it's knocked down. Third down now. The Browns will set up. The 44 is the first down line.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Third down and 10. Andrew Luck, look at that arm strength, but it's incomplete.
Wow, is that disappointing? You're down, and what do? You go out there and you just have 3 plays, none of them work, 3 and out, and you're still losing the game.
The Browns will risk it here, going for it on fourth down. Luck's got everybody split out wide. From the gun. He's got the catch.
The Browns decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Ravens have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
Allen Robinson with the catch. The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. First down here after the completion. Handoff out of the eye. Good for only a yard.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Coming up, second down. 2 tight ends on the field here. To the ground. They'll mark the football at the 22.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
First down at the 22. Marshall's the one who made the big stop.
The Browns guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line. The Browns defense now is going to go nickel. The Ravens take it from the 23. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
The Ravens have the football as the fourth quarter gets started. At the 20-yard line and now in the red zone. The Browns with a nickel look here on defense. The Ravens will set up. The 12 is the first down line. The final quarter underway now with this snap. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. This will be a field goal attempt from 33 yards out. No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. That field goal should make their job a whole lot easier for the rest of this fourth quarter, Phil.
Yeah, it's kind of like you and I do in the games. Everything I do, I make everything easier for you, Jim.
Fields the football at the 8. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31.
The Browns back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had fourth down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going forward on fourth down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
1st and 10. Luck going to try to scramble now. Ducks out of bounds. Second and 10. Toss to the outside.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3rd down and 2. Gets the handle here. On his way. The 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The Browns ready here for the kickoff. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
The Ravens bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor. But maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
From the gun. Looking across the middle, and it's swatted away.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up third down. The Browns sat at the line. Dime package. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays. All set to punt here. He's got a chance to return this one. Brought down right at the 50. And a run back of about 9. The Browns
now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Wasting no time now for this next play. 2nd and 3. Luck's gonna scramble. Third and 3 coming up. The Ravens with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. They'll go ground. Coleman's tackled down at the 39.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
First down at the 39. Green on the receiving end. Peters is there to make the tackle.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
First down and 10. Takes it from the eye. And gains maybe 4.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Pick up about 4. The Browns pushing towards the end zone here, partner.
Yeah, Jim, they're trying to get back in the game. And what I want to see here, I want to see some creativity on the offensive side to get this team back in the game.
Got a flag. Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there. It'll be third down. Coleman's got it on the handoff. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1. Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. The Browns face 4th down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. The Browns turn the ball over on downs.
I'm not going to disagree with the coach at all making that decision. 4th and short. He just figures his offense, we can get this. Well, he was wrong. Now you hope the defense can come out there and stop him.
First down with their backs to their own end zone. An extra tight end on the field for this one. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, and they must be careful at this point. The Browns defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Marshall's there to make the stop.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
3rd and 3 coming up.
Let's go.
Fullback takes the handoff. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Browns call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. And no return here as they'll down it.
The Browns offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went forward on 4th down. What I disagree with was the play call. It was it didn't give the quarterback enough options, and that's why it failed.
But you still agree that they should have gone for it.
Absolutely.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
1st down at the 42. There's a flag out. McGee's there that time for the tackle.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. First down at the 37. Luck's going to take off with it. Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way. You talk about dreaming big. You got to score here, and then you need all kinds of breaks to still pull this one out. Catch made. Gains 5. This is a big 3rd down snap.
The defense, they have a lead here in the 4th quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
3rd down and 5. Luck's on the move. Throws the pass. Has the catch. That's another reception. Give him 2. Here they are inside the 20, and they keep their hopes alive as they move down the field.
Yeah, they've done that. Now they got to do the hard part. When you get to this part of the field in the red zone, we know the defense is not worried about deep throws down the field. You got to hit those seams. We'll see if they can get it done.
Second down, late in the 4th quarter. Huge play coming up. Offense looking for one more play to make. Coleman's handed the football. Flag is out. The defense will take the penalty.
Tim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Coming up to the line at the 13-yard line.
Huge play coming up down near the goal line. It's intercepted, and that's going to end the comeback attempt. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. They took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on him.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.